finally starting to get warmer outside, a time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the sunny days ahead. Coming up, two former OCC students talk about building the new exhibit on WESTCOTT Street.
Now, from the EMC studio at Onondaga Community College, this is OnTV Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to OnTV Update. I'm Joel Stevenson and today is Friday, March 15th. First off, we're going to be looking at a new bench on WESTCOTT Street, which was built by OCC's own architecture and interior design students. There's a new place for people to sit down and relax on WESTCOTT Street. A stylish bench which was built and designed by students from OCC's Architecture and Interior Design Department.
First got involved through my girlfriend BREE. I saw the design of it and she asked if I could help and I said, yeah, I'm down to do that design. The design's crazy. Looks like a bunch of spinning things going on. Looks like it's a dynamic frame, but it's really static frame.
BREE first got involved when she ran into her architecture professor at a cafe on WESTCOTT, who asked her if she wanted to help out with the project.
I was not sure how we were going to go about building this, but she showed me the pieces that would go into it, and it was surprising the way it all fit together, and it ended up looking like that.
Although the bench doesn't really look like it was designed to be too comfortable, it surprisingly is, although it could do with a fresh coat of paint. The bench ended up on WESTCOTT because of a contest put on by the WESTCOTT Neighborhood Association, which was won by the students at OCC.
I do like how the bench turned out on this block over here. I like the location of it, and I think it was a good addition to the block.
If you want to check out the bench for yourself, it's at the end of the strip mall near Dorian's and next to Yeti Frozen Yogurt on WESTCOTT Street. Students can find college difficult when they don't have the right academic path and personal needs. OCC's Community Care Hub is here to support students to overcome their challenges. The Community Care Hub is located on the lower level of the Gordon Student Center. Their goal is to see students graduate with a degree. Right inside G134, they offer academic support, food, and spare clothes. You can walk into their office, or you can email them at communitycare@sunyocc.edu. This winter, helping those in need fight through the cold is something that many organizations do all throughout our area. Later on, during our weather forecast, we'll see how Sandwich Saturdays are helping the homeless push through freezing temperatures right here in Syracuse. We'll be right back. This is OnTV Update.
My favorite class to teach is probably the writing scripts. I enjoy working with students on creative writing, and though I enjoy all the classes that I teach, to be honest, there's an energy that creative endeavors like writing scripts allows you to have. That energy just kind of bubbles through the whole term, and so it makes it a lot of fun.
Kappa is the honor society for two-year colleges. Well, I was first appointed by the president to be the Phi Theta Kappa advisor, and I think that I've stuck with it so long because I see that it really does make a difference in students' lives. My role as a Phi Theta Kappa advisor gives me a unique opportunity to form close relationships with students and really see them grow. Come to OCC with an open mind, come here, work hard, and make it happen.
Living on campus is a lot more convenient than living at home because everything I do is on campus, so I can just easily go to places I need, whether it be advising, whether it be getting tutored. And everything's just like within just slight reach. You get a lot of help here. All of the professors I've ever had have been really, really great, really involved, and guide you in the right direction on what you want to do. And it also just lets me get into the whole community aspect of college. That's really important.
A passion for cooking, then sharpen your culinary talents with a degree in hospitality management from Onondaga Community College. You'll take courses in our new state-of-the-art kitchen that prepare you to be creative and enhance your culinary skills while learning how to take charge of a professional kitchen. Apply now at sunyocc.edu to start your career in hospitality.
Welcome back to Ontv Update. I'm Sydney Orr. There's lots going on this weekend with the St. Patrick's Parade tomorrow, and of course, we're headed into spring break. So let's get into this week's weather forecast and see what you'll be working with. Weather.com put our low today right around 33 degrees, and our high will be around 56, but we may see a little bit of rain. Looking ahead to next week, we'll start off St. Patrick's Day weekend with a high of 34 tomorrow and a low of 24. Make sure you bring a jacket with you to the parade because we are expecting to have some snow tomorrow. Sunday, just a little bit colder, our high coming in at 30 degrees with a low of 24. But no snow for us on Sunday, we'll just get some clouds instead. Don't get too excited though because snow is expected to come back around on Monday, paired with a high of 34 and a low dropping all the way back down to 20 degrees. But the sun won't stay away too long because we've got clear skies Tuesday and a high of 37 with a low of 23. Looking to the middle of your spring break, Wednesday will get all the way up to 46 with a low of just 31 degrees. If you're staying in town, enjoy it. There's no rain or snow in the forecast. So that's our 5-day weather planner. Check it out as you're making your St. Patrick's Day and spring break plans. I know a lot of us are probably wishing we could just fast forward to some sunnier days. Winters here in Syracuse are no joke, but luckily for a lot of us, we have the luxury of keeping the heat blasted to 70 and staying inside. But what about those who have no place warm to go home to, or even any home at all? If we eat, they eat, a phrase that Alamin Muhammad, founder of the nonprofit organization We Rise Above the Streets, makes sure is heard no matter what the weather.
This winter, this year, there's been a large amount of people asking for service. This winter we had over at least 500 people there being served.
An unmatched atmosphere is created when Muhammad is met by his program volunteers and the work begins.
Yes, the atmosphere is amazing. If you want to get rid of your pride, ego, if you want to get rid of pain and sadness, come to Summer Saturday.
Muhammad's example of putting action behind your words inspires volunteers like Andrea Saya to join in to help change lives and even change her own.
You know, you find yourself by giving yourself to others. So I come out every week and it's been inspirational to myself, to my children. I have 2 teenagers and just teaching them about the world, and there's more to me, and we have a whole world out here that we can serve.
We Rise Above the Streets takes everything from Lincoln Middle School that they've prepared early in the day and brings it here to hand out to over 100 homeless people in need. They're met with smiling faces no matter what our weather offers, rain, shine, snow, anything you name it.
Coming out in the cold days is probably one of the more important days than those sunny days. These people really need us to show up every week.
For Muhammad, this chance to give back is personal.
You know why? Because I was homeless myself.
Spending a few hours in the cold is far from enough to stop him from meeting those in need.
I want to help a lot of people. I don't want nobody to go through what I went through because I know I had the tools and information to improve the quality of people's lives.
Really amazing work that he's doing right here in our city. Sandwich Saturdays are held every Saturday starting at 10 a.m. at Lincoln Middle School. You can find out more information by visiting their website or find them on Facebook at We Rise Above the Streets Recovery Outreach or at If We Eat, They Eat. There's always room for more volunteers. Well, nobody's more upset than I am that the winter sports season here at OCC is over, but it does help that the spring season is up and running. We'll take a closer look at how things are going so far after the break, but first, some Section 3 high schools have created a league full of new teams where everyone can be involved. We'll tell you more about it when we get back. You're watching Ontv Update.
Because we're a 2-year school, you're going to play right away. As a freshman, you're going to get pretty good parts, and as a sophomore, you're going to have all the best stuff. We have a lot of non-majors involved, and they can play in ensembles, they can take lessons, they can take music classes. They really could do all the music major things. There are no barriers to that. We have great equipment, we have great facilities. It's a lot of fun to be here. There's a lot of energy, and we do a lot of performing, which makes everybody kind of energetic and working towards those goals together, and it makes it a lot of fun.
I really enjoy the potential to work closely with students. Oftentimes we're fortunate enough to have small classes. Typically we do a lot of class discussions, we do a lot of exercises that deal with student writing. I try to get the students to interact with each other. I think there's a pretty good balance between students working on their writing and sharing thoughts about writing. Yeah, I think OCC is a strong consideration for any student.
What I like about the dorms is how social it is and the community that's built around it and how we all come together to share thoughts and ideas.
Even when you think you're alone, you're not really alone because you're always going to live with somebody and they're always going to want to speak to you. And there's always a person waiting to make a new friend.
I met my friends through some common hobbies we all share, like playing video games, so I met a lot of cool people that way and I enjoy the company of my friends.
It's a smallish community, small campus. It's nice to be able to walk everywhere. The college has tons of opportunities for help and assistance in your classes. It's great. My OAR advisor, Office of Accessibility Resources, the people there are always there to help you. They always ask, you know, how my day was so far and all that. They're really nice and helpful there. If you talk to them, they will do something for you if they can.
Welcome back to Ontv Update. I'm Griffin Ferrari. Section 3 in Special Olympics has allowed schools to create a sports team that includes every student, no matter the athletic ability. The East Syracuse Manoa School District was one of the first Section 3 schools to create a unified team. Coach Jamie Vollmer says the team is all-inclusive.
What it is it's taking students with and without intellectual abilities and putting them on the same sports team, and they compete in all aspects of it. So if it's a individual sport like bowling, they're participating. They pair partners, which is the students without disabilities with the athlete who is the student with disabilities.
Any student can participate on the team as long as they are not a varsity athlete of bowling or basketball. Even though it's a team sport with competition and plaques handed out, every student that participates on a team gets one of these medals.
Even though it's not that our end-all be-all goal is to win a sectional championship or a state championship or anything like that, our goal is for the kids to have fun, to interact on and off the court, to build friendships and relationships that otherwise might not have been fostered.
Some other local schools that have unified teams are CBA, Chittenango, Liverpool, and West Jenny. The unified sports teams have just finished up with bowling. ESM has won the overall end-of-season event for the second year in a row. The next sport that they play is basketball. The spring basketball season runs April to June. The men's lacrosse team fell to Nassau Community College over the weekend with a score of 12-4. The big score for Nassau was Justin Eureka with 4 goals and 1 assist. The Lasers stand at 1-2 so far on the season. They hit the road and face Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland this Sunday at noon. You're up to date now on sports.
Thanks, Griffin. St. Patrick's Day isn't until Sunday, but the Syracuse St. Patrick's Parade is downtown tomorrow. The parade kicks off at noon on South Salina Street. Stay up to date with road closings on SyracuseStPatricksParade.org. It's almost time to start thinking about class registration for the fall 2019 and spring 2020 semesters. Students can follow OCC's social media with the touch of a button. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat at Onondaga CC. It's where you can find updates on class registration and the steps needed in order to pick your classes for the next year. Sydney's back to tell us more about the weather. So what do we have to look forward to this weekend, Sydney?
Well, Joel, we're going to start off our spring break today with a little rain, but our temperature is just a few degrees short of 60, which isn't so bad at all. As for tomorrow, though, I'd say to definitely throw on a jacket before hitting the parade because we could see some snow. The high will only be around 34 and the low is down at 24, so you'll definitely feel that outside while you're celebrating. And on Sunday, we'll have some partly cloudy skies, a high of 30 and a low again of 24 degrees. Not the best weather, but it is break, so I'm sure we'll find a way to make it work somehow.
That's all we have for today. From all of us here, thanks for joining us.
We hope you have a wonderful spring break and a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Join us on April 5th for the next Ontv Update.